We are busy editing or improving our rough draft. So first step in editing should focus on improving meaning and clarity. So what have we done? We added some descriptive words to make the whole scene more clear, to clarify the scene and to induce certain feelings. I improved the sentence flow, in other words, some shorter, some longer sentences. Check for my paragraph breaks, that my paragraph is not too long or too short, and that the whole paragraph covers the same topic, in this case my introduction. And I know what should be in an introduction. Check that everything is there. Check your paragraph order. That we can only do after we have written all the paragraphs. And then I must look at my reflection and make it as strong as possible. So the paragraph breaks, the paragraph order, and the strength of the reflection I cannot do now because I need to have my entire essay in front of me. But what I can do paragraph by paragraph is to add descriptive words and to improve my sentences. When I'm done with the editing, in other words, to make the bigger changes like longer or shorter paragraphs, change sentences, added words, those are all big changes, even changing around paragraphs. Now I'm going to make my small corrections, and this is the difficult part. Check technical accuracy. In other words, make sure that your language is correct, including spelling. Check every word's spelling. If you're not sure whether it's a double L or a single L, go look it up. Check your punctuation, especially that all sentences end with an end mark, which means either a full stop or a question mark or an exclamation mark, that the right punctuation is there at the end of every sentence, but also in the middle of the sentences, and usually we will find some commas. I will have a separate discussion on commas. Just know that when you join sentences or make sentences longer, that there is usually a comma involved. Then make sure of your capital letters. The word I, when you refer to yourself, always is a capital letter. And then all proper names start with a capital letter. Make sure that you have done that. Correct tense, that everything is in the past tense, and you don't mix your tenses. You don't write half of a sentence or one sentence in the past and the next one in the future. Everything happened in the past, so everything is in the past tense. Then look at your paragraph structure, that each paragraph covers one event. I've said that on the previous slide as well, but it's always important, and you should do it a second time to make sure that your paragraphs breaks in the right places. All right, for now, let's have a breather. Right now, let's imagine that your work is complete now. You have written your rough draft, you have edited it, you have proofread it, you have written it again, and you have the final one in front of you. Now, imagine that you are the teacher that will grade your essay. What is a teacher going to look at? The teacher is going to look for sensible planning. Is your planning there? That you have a clear introduction that sets the scene, that your sentences are well constructed and have end marks, that your punctuation within the sentences are there and well done, especially commas, that your paragraphs are in logical order as the story happens, your paragraphs are in the same order, that you are using descriptive vocabulary, consistently stay in the past tense, that you at the end have a strong reflection, and of course that your presentation is neat. Compare that with by the end of the afternoon, I was able to ride the bicycle on my own. Slightly longer and more descriptive sentence. Second sentence, I felt proud of myself and grateful for the support of my family. Compare that with my second sentence there. I felt very proud. That's all. Few 1, 2, 3, 4 words. As compared to here, I thought I must bring in my family because that's another thing that I felt at this stage. I felt proud of myself and grateful for the support of my family. That day taught me that falling is part of learning and that practice and courage can help you overcome fear. Compare that with I learned that you must practice and be brave. This is much more descriptive. The day taught me that falling is part of learning and that practice and courage can help you overcome fear. Try that. So let's just summarize the key points in this lesson. Summary of what we have done. 1. Good writing follows a process called process writing. Do not skip planning. Planning is the most important part, and your teacher will look for your planning before your submission. Editing improves ideas and makes work more presentable. So if I edit, I make my ideas better, I illustrate it better, and my work becomes more presentable. Proofreading is to fix small mistakes like sentence errors, like word errors, spelling and punctuation. And then a strong reflection strengthens conclusions. What I'm saying here is that you must have a strong conclusion and make your reflection strong to make your conclusion strong. All right. Now, if you want to see the entire essay, all the paragraphs in rough draft format and in the final format, you can download it by clicking in the link below.